The one that changes color? Guys, you can clearly see the bobber. It's really great. Listen, he's really cool. So then, we fish with worms. Rzeka, rzeka, there is no second. Yeah, I put it... Yes. Oh. A little carp? What did you both come for? Look, and it's off. It's off.
Hello, guys.
Today we set out with a wonderful group for float fishing to catch carp in Texas. As you can see, we are currently in Texas. Behind us are big thorns and large cacti. What is that, right? Sergey Ivanovich.
I don't know what is this? Some kind of desert, of course, just joking, right?
We are at one of the local bodies of water, and here there are huge thorns that really remind us of cacti.
Cow manure. So, guys, this spot was here, as far as I remember, about 3 or 4 years ago, right where we are standing. This is where I sat and cast my fishing rod. Imagine where our things are. Now, the water has gone. When it went away, that's specific. That's depends on the cataclysm. Here is all this young garden growing here, pumping water. Well, in short, everything is as it should be. Springs. Beaten up, guys, because I was always fishing here. Here it was, once rented. They raised fish here, then they abandoned it, then all this.
What are thorns? Where did they come from?
They used to be small. This is...
Well, not tall a human, Sergey Ivanovich.
Well, what do you mean? I showed you that in the morning, right? Look at these thorns. And this, I don't even know.
We're going fishing. Through these big thorny bushes, yeah. Sergey Ivanovich has already moved away from zero. He deserves a lot of respect for that. Here is our spot. Pits, of course. This place is called Rzeka, break a leg. Friends, this is a wonderful place. There's a nice little Crucian Carp here, so today we're going to give it a try here to catch some fish. Now we're going to set up all our gear, so to speak, the platform, and everything else. What's good about this place? It's good because the cows graze here, and they come here to drink water. We need to try to push the little fork further down. The bottom is soft and the leaves are all sinking. Be careful. Guys, while I'm here, I basically have all the gear at home, so it's just jacking, yeah. Ivanovich has already caught who is leaking it. I caught a roach. Well done, and his night float.
The king.
A good bream, Sergey Ivanovich, looking at the beaten pike. On a worm. On a worm. So we decided to start fishing already. Little fish went into the garden and fish are going there too. Sergey Ivanovich.
Well done.
Hey there. That's when Sergey Ivanovich will start.
So, guys, what are they biting on? A little worm. Silver pearl barley. I think I'll start with a worm too. Let's open the bait box, see what we have, and I'll hook a nice whole worm on there. Here's a beauty like this. Let's now attach a worm here. That is, let's start performing purely on the worm attachment. We'll see what happens next. If something else works, we'll switch to that if they start biting on other baits instead of the worm. I think worm bait is a priority in this pond. The fish loves it, and it's just perfect for carp, plus the worm. For some reason, there's no small fish here like roach or any other little ones, the surface fish. They're hardly biting on the worm. Both. Oh, both. Oh, look at that, a nice one. A good carp. Look at this catch, please. A good one has come in, right? Carefully grab it, not by the line, but...
Let's try to catch something like that. Eat the pillow.
Well, it's beautiful. Yeah, so we got a nice one on the worm, laid it out perfectly, but we're not worse than those little guys either. That's right, they're beauties too, on my hook already. Ivanovich, I didn't mean to. It wasn't on purpose.
That's it. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, you even wanted to. Even to use a worm. Ha 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 ha. I don't know, I really like using worms. I'm using a worm and casting it out. The bites are good. The small fish aren't biting, only the carps. That's how I fish. Guys, we're sitting here thinking with the guys whether to feed or not. It seems like we want to feed well. But small fish might come. Let's vote, guys. To feed or not to feed. Sergei Ivanovich. To feed or not to feed. Your word is decisive. I've already thought it over. How? Go ahead, Sergei Ivanovich. Should we feed or not? Your word is decisive. Feed, right? Well, it seems my word doesn't carry any weight anymore, so that's it. So guys, what do we want to feed them with? Jekka, with garlic, right? Yeah, with garlic. Here's our garlic. And we also want to feed them with maggots. And in the past fishing trips, I really poured out such an aroma for the carps. It seems like it's also with garlic. I added a little bit and the bites were just great. I even, Jekka, took some here, dipped the maggots in this bottle, and the bites were good. We'll add just a little bit of aroma and then some water. We'll mix it all together.
It's expensive, look. Are you mixing it, Jekka? Look, it's already opening its mouth, waiting for the bait. Guys, he's without bait.
Smells good, Sergei Ivanovich. It smells right here. Jekka, the garlic has a rich aroma. Of course.
There's a big one behind the bush.
So, are we going to feed them or not? Well, throw a couple of balls, Sergei Ivanovich. Yeah, I don't know. Well, me too. All right, everyone is feeding them, that's it. There will be small fish, screw it.
We'll figure it out later somehow.
One ball, let's put one close and one far. Well, let's do a couple more. But you always want to do it right. More and more. Right, more. And throw in one more. And probably that's enough. Here's another one for the far side. I won't feed anymore, that's enough, Jekka. The water to Sergei Ivanovich will be too little for me now. The bleak is just tearing it up, Jekka. The water is boiling, and my float is doing something there right away. The water is just boiling from it. After all, in the upper layers, the bait is still clouding up while Sharik goes down. The bleak has finally arrived. Yeah, the bleak has come, but it's okay. Not as many as we were afraid of. Everything is good. Look, even someone nibbled there. It's pulling. Someone small. Crucian Carp. The first one is here. The first one is here too. Not big, but there's a Crucian Carp. Let's hope it starts biting.
There.
Maybe, yeah. Beetle, where is your fish pond? Let's go over there. The keep net. I flew in to have a drink of water. Look how many small ones there are. Fish are near the shore. The name of the project. There is. The bait is left and she swam over. Oh, Sergei Ivanovich, you have the... It's tearing. Green salad. Oops. And the layout. Then, who was spitting like that? Beast! I don't know who, but someone did. Maybe, like the perch bit.
Yes.
Perch bit.
Here.
There is already so much joy. To the max, this perch is biting like usual, guys. Now we're going to save it. Friends, we decided to have a little snack before it gets completely dark. Even how he peels a melon, he brought it with him. I wanted to show you my new float. This is a Chinese float like this. This is what it looks like. Here it is, thin and neat. Yeah, it's not light, but a float like this can't be light. Here it is.
The body of the float, the antenna, is very tall and green. And here in my hands I have a tiny battery. This is a rechargeable battery. It gets inserted. The float itself goes right here. It screws in. And it lights up. It lights up quite brightly. We assemble it and it becomes waterproof, and there's a contact at the top. Right here at the very top of the antenna, when this thing is submerged in water, and this means that the water touches here. And here it changes. The color completely changes to red. So it's green, and when you submerge it, it turns red. So when you submerge it underwater, it turns red. The little antenna is the one that changes color. Remember it? When it gets submerged, it turns red. We place it down. So here we go, oops. A bite. It's red, and then green in general, guys. We cast the glowing float and watch it. You can already see the antenna. Here it is, it's in the working position. And now it's already green. It's already green. And when the antenna touches the water, it either gets pulled down or submerged. Yes, it will turn red. With water, the setup either went well or it got submerged below. Yes, it will turn red. We'll have a bite of homemade melons, and we'll put on a glowing float because it looks like nothing. And we will try to catch Crucian carp in the evening. Or even at night, we plan to sit longer. Will we be able to stay until 11 or 12 if the fish are biting? If they're not biting, then what? Of course, we'll see.
Softly. Guys, the float is down, right? The red one. Look. It's going, it's going, it's going. Wow, Jeka. Nice one, King. Look at that. No way, you little rascal. Grab it. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad. In the light. How to climb. Yeah. It's round and the float is visible, right? Good. Listen, it's round. So we keep fishing with worms. Yeah, Jeka, there's no second one. Smaller. The second one is on. What does it mean by night? Yeah, things are going well. The Crucian Carp is tearing it up. Guys, the float is clearly visible. It's just great. It's going to get dark now, it's going to be awesome. From a distance it looks great. And you can clearly see two green floats. Against such a background, it's good. So friends, great float, everything is visible, super. Now we're hooking a new worm and sending this thing back into the fight already. It's getting dark, so to speak, it's getting dark and we're catching. Good, it got dark. And the Crucian Carp came out to feed right by the shore, just great. The small fish are no longer bothering us. That's what we've been waiting for all this time. Look, 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 look. Here it is. Another one. Worm. Let's go. Both. Ready. Look, they are beauties, spots, friends, just as we expected during the evening twilight, because the sun has set, the bite has resumed. Yes, Sergei Ivanovich, the little Crucian Carp is nibbling again, but the mosquito is just a nightmare. I hooked the sensitive floats. Yeah, you can see them. They're called smart floats, and we're trying to catch with them, like this. Over there, it's getting hooked. Who is this Sergei Ivanovich? Such a wonderful one. The Crucian Carp where the fish is getting hooked. Sergei Ivanovich, I think these catches will be great for Bream, yeah. When is he going to upload it? There'll be a song. Yes, put it down, wow. Yes, that's right. Here it is. Here it is, not too big. Night. I put it down, here it is. I put it down, Sergey Ivanovich. It's fine. Help out. Bigger. Here it is, the Crucian Carp is biting. It's inflated. Uh-huh. It's bumping into the float. It's constantly bumping. Look, it's bumping. Who's circling there, huh? Sergey Ivanovich, what a beauty, right? In nature, crickets, mosquitoes, Zheka, you dressed up too. But they're nibbling slowly. Not to say it's super, but they're biting. And Sergey Ivanovich, by the way, wanted to try switching to a float. But they won't let him use the float. He's after those little bleak. Yeah, why isn't she sleeping like that? Sergey Ivanovich, your opinion? We fed them well. What a pest, guys. If you walk along the shore, you can see how there are frogs there and a lot of other small fish running away. Here, the frog didn't understand what that was. There are a lot of little things, so you walk, and they're just standing by the shore, and they all scatter. Look, someone's on the move. Cheka, I decided to give it a try. Look how many there are swarming. Can you see from the lantern, right? So what's silly about being in a new place? Here too during the day, said the guys. We decided to give it a try. It's quiet here too. It's quiet here too. A little breeze has picked up. Well, this is just not the right coat. Oh, look at all the little things you have here. It's swarming, right? Look, there's a fish swimming. There are some weeds here. Yeah. It seems like everything should be great. Not the right coat. Oh, Sergey Ivanovich has definitely hooked something. Crucian Carp. That's a nice catch. Ivanovich is doing great. What a beauty. The little night one has come to him. Let's take a look now. A little round one.
Here, it's taking it, maybe. I let it be. Splash. 5. He's got it.
Whoa. Wow. Whoa, this one is really active. It's flashing, right? No way. Rascal. The float, there it is, the glowing one has worked. Great Crucian Carp. That's fine. It's true, you have to wait for them a long time. We need to, guys, because they are really biting. But the guys won't let me lie. Yeah, Sergey Ivanovich, you won't let me lie that the bites are really weak. At night, we thought, well, it was bad in the evening, but now it's even worse, guys. This is a Kamaz in the morning. I'm going to Zheka. I'm going to drop it in the garden. Night, dinosaur. Yes. Not quite how we wanted it. Not quite how we hoped. Not that... Friends. These floats have one downside. They catch a lot of wind when the waves start. The waves start... They start to sail. So, yeah. And they can get blown away. That's the downside that I really, don't like about them. There's a lot of gnats today here. It's just crazy. This is it. Another little Crucian Carp like this. Well, with a palm-sized one. There weren't any huge ones in Kabanov like we wanted. Medium-sized Crucian Carps because the pond is really wild. We catch what we have, no exaggerations. When did we manage to weave this, huh? A miracle of nature. And I wish someone would bite. It's quite a spot for him, right? Here. It's a good catch, You're gonna scare it away with the light. Let's help it out, yeah. let's help him with the flashlight so that they both come look.
We helped Sergey. He's starving, sitting here all night with a fly. Oh, and you were right. We helped him look, a little spider. Now we're shining the light. They're flying over there and getting caught.
Here. We're shining the light and they're flying over there and getting caught.
So, is the net a bit too big?
Brother, dear! But he's definitely counting on this for a big catch. For something really large indeed. Whoa. Allah is coming. Alright, little spider. Let's do it ourselves. You've got a really good spot, I'll tell you that. Overall, it was great. I set the net well just as the sun was setting about an hour ago. Up until 1 o'clock, the bites were more or less active. Then they got less frequent. And then just stopped altogether. It fizzled out. Yeah, basically we plan to stay until 1 a.m. Yeah, we need to figure out by midnight whether this pond is biting or not. And at the moment, what we understood is that after the evening twilight, but just for about an hour, right, Sergey? It's still night. Pecked, really didn't like this float catch, Jack. How he got you? Smart, cool, yes, in a variety of colors. In short, guys, somehow we'll get out again for fishing when it's really night. Then the morning will be right. Maybe to another pond somewhere else or to a river, but for now it's there, that is. Good luck to you all. Don't get too cocky. Let the fish bite here and we'll be gathering